Hello guys, welcome all of you back with our database management system question set discussion series. Today we are going to discuss question set number 3. So let's get started. Here we have the description for question number 3. It says the owner of the Rajpaksha grocery store has decided to buy the software to make his day-to-day business easier. The owner of this software has entrusted your organization to develop this software. Assume you are working as a software developer for this company and that you have been assigned to create the software database. And the first question is use Rajpaksha DB for the name in the database, draw an ER diagram. The second question is create a database table using the following data, and they have given us the data and the table names. First table name is customer, the second table name is product, and the third table name is brand. In the first table name we have the column names, data types and length. In the second table here we have the date column names, and then here we have data types and the data lengths in here. In the third table here we have the data columns and then data types and data lengths. In the third question it says customers who come to this store can buy as many as items they like. The store owner says that all the purchased items must be stored in a database with the record. Design the database accordingly. Use an ER diagram for this. So let's look into first question number 1. It says use Rajpaksha DB for the name in the database. You draw an ER diagram. So we have to create a ER diagram. So let's go and create it. In order to create a ER diagram, we are going to use MySqL Workbench software. Then we can go into files and then into new model. From here we can double click on this name and insert our database name. After that we can click on this rename button and then OK. Then we can click this add diagram button and it's going to open our ER diagram window. So let's go back. In our second question it says create a database table using the following data, and they have given us the data to create our tables. The first table is customer table, the second table is product table, and the third table is brand table. So let's go and create them. From here let's insert a table and double click it, and let's edit the table name. Let's change it into customer. Then let's add the first column name. Its data type should be varchar and data length should be 10. After that let's insert our second column name and the other column names as well. After that let's close this, and here we have our first table as customer. Let's create our other tables like that. Here we have our second table as product, and here we have our third table as brand. So let's go back. Here we have our third question. It says customers who come to this store can buy as many as items they like. The store owner says that all purchased items must be stored in a database with the record. Design the database accordingly. Use the ER diagram for this. So here we have our customer table, and then here we have our product table. So since the customer and product table have many to many relationship, it's going to add the third table as customer has product. We can rename it as purchased item. In our purchased item table, we can insert the column as ID. ID should be the primary key, and then customer ID, product ID, date, time, quantity and price. So let's go and create this in our database. Here we have our customer table, and here we have our product table. So it has a many relationship. Let's click this customer table and Here we have our third table. Let's edit this table. Let's rename this table as purchased items. Then let's remove these two primary keys and let's add the ID column as the primary key, and data type should be int and it should be auto increment and not null. After that, let's insert the date time column and the data type should be date time, and let's add the quantity column and data type is int, and let's add price column and data type should be double. So let's close this, and here we have our third table as purchased items. So let's go back. So guys, that's all for today. In our next video, let's discuss question set number 4. Thanks all of you for joining with us.